Okay, in this video I just want to share how in the Christian life God really can speak through anything. And this message really is based on a game show. If you live in the UK, you've probably heard of it. It's called Deal or No Deal. But for anyone who doesn't know how this game works, there are 22 contestants and each one has a box containing a sum of money. It can be anything from 1p to £250,000. But none of them know what is in their box at the start of the game. One contestant is chosen and they proceed to gradually open the other boxes. Every few boxes that are opened, the banker rings up and he makes them an offer for their box based on the amounts that are left that they could still win. Then the host asks the contestant that all-important question, deal or no deal? Now if the person deals, then they've agreed to settle for the offer and they're no longer able to win the amount that is in their box. However, if they carry on playing the game and they basically go to the end, and I've messed this up but I'm going to continue, they basically get to play to the end if they take the deal to see what they would have won. But if they don't deal, they continue in live play until the next offer and the next and the next. Now if they refuse to settle all the way along for any offer that's given, eventually they end up taking home what is in their box, the amount they brought to the table. Now the host sometimes even says it's what they were destined for. Now sometimes this is a really high amount, but for some it has actually been a penny. Now some destiny. Now when we give our lives to Jesus, he has a plan for us, and he, if you like, gives us our box. But unlike a TV game, you don't have to worry that it might contain something worthless. People waste their lives, but God never wastes a life given to him. He has a plan and a purpose for us. But there are conditions attached. We have to do our bit, and that means we have to abide in him and be willing to follow wherever he leads. Now there might be times when we think, I'm happy right where I am. It may be that your life's quite settled, you've got a nice church, happy routine, you like the things that you do. And you think, well, I'm quite happy, I want to settle right here, I don't want anything else. But if God has called you to go further, then by settling for a lesser offer, you will never get the thing that you were really destined for. That's the message that I'm trying to get to. Now sometimes it may seem to make no sense at all to leave your comfort zone and step out into the unknown. But if God has called you to do it, then you can be sure he won't let you down. It's not like Deal or No Deal, where you might end up with a penny and regret carrying on. God isn't like that. Yes, you might lose things when you go God's way, but if that happens, you can be sure he's got everything in hand and he will bless you in other ways. Following Jesus is absolutely the best way to live, and unlike Deal or No Deal contestants, you won't end up going home with regrets, but you will end up going home when the time is right to your Father in heaven, with the brightest future you could possibly imagine, eternal life with Jesus. Now I want to finish with this. Matthew 19:29. And everyone who has left houses, or brothers or sisters, father or mother, or wife or children, or fields for my sake, will receive 100 times as much and will inherit eternal life. You can't lose going God's way, so don't settle for something less that's offered along the way. Keep going to the end and fulfil the plan God's got for you.